we are, folks, back on the Rolling Stone, back on the old missions, and we're on a mileage trial. We're going to get as far as we can get on the limited amount of fuel. We're in a Ford Raptor, bit of a going to town rig. It's quite pretty, quite nice, and we're going to do this one on fast forward because we know it's about an hour of footage I've got, so it's took me a few days to speed this up. Assists, traction control, I think we're not going to need that. ABS default, everything else off. We're not going to use the brakes, so it doesn't really matter. And here we go, we're going to go on fast forward because it'll be boring otherwise. And it took me a few days to get this going, so we'll probably get as high as third gear at any point in this lap. And the target is 3.34 miles. I haven't just gone to get gold in this one, folks. I've actually gone to set records. So you can see in the top right hand corner there, 7.06 miles. That's my target to beat this time out. So here we are, 0.4 miles, just gone over the first hump and just about the first 10% used. And here we are, lean mixture down to 6 right off the start line. Don't need to worry about that, get as lean as you can. Then we're going to clip around in first gear around about 10 mile an hour. And we're going to go one lap. And at one lap, all of you lot that want to get off with just a gold medal can get off the bus. But we're going to just keep trugging on, first gear, up the hill. I went on the grass there a bit, could improve that, which tells us there's more time to have in this. We're going to straight line to the apex of this next corner. And away we go again, coming up to the first mile. Here we go. First gear still, there's the first mile done. 2.34 to go, and that's 25% of the fuel gone, 1 mile. So that would suggest 4 miles is the possible. But what we know is there's loads of downhill, and the downhill starts just here. We're going to go downhill going, cut in that corner. There we go. Stay tight to this left-hand side, and we're going to go up to second gear, and we're going to plod to the top of the hill. Now, just as a bit of a backup for you folks, I actually have been spending 3 days trying to get this fast forward to work on my videos. I'm not very good at this kind of stuff, so I'm just learning, just making something of it. Here we go, crest of the hill. Now, with the crest of the hill, we're always going to try and save a bit of fuel because we don't need to charge up it. So we're going to aim to decelerate a wee bit as we get to the top of the hill, take the lift off, and try and just roll over the top using a little amount of fuel as possible. And there we go, rolling over the top now. It's accelerating second, third. We're going to get up to fourth, fifth and sixth, I believe we might do, rolling out wide. 42 mile an hour. Here we go, back round the corner. Now coming back up the hill, we've got 55, 56, 54, 53% of fuel. So here we go, rolling downhill. We're going to coast as absolutely far as possible. 6th gear, going to let it roll. 52.2%. It's just used a click of fuel there. Around this corner, no braking, ever so fast, cut the apex. And here we go, 6th gear all the way along here, 51.7. And here we come up, here's the gold medal, folks. 3.34. All of you that wanted to watch to get the gold medal, that's where you can get off. Now, if you notice, I've got down to first gear, but I haven't got the gear to connect. Every time I pump that throttle, there we go, got the gear back now. The transmission, the auto transmission, doesn't want to connect. So we're going to do that exact same thing all over again. Now, according to this, we're at 48% of fuel now. So it looks like we can only just about do 2 laps. But we're going to learn from what we learned on the first lap. And we're going to keep trugging round here. Here we go, here we go. Up the hill. And then we've got that gear problem again. So there's a lesson. It's probably best to stay in first gear when you're doing all of this, maybe. I don't know. Lean mixture on 6. Let's not use anything else. Gonna keep pushing. Here we go. Second gear up to 18 mile an hour. As I say, we could probably do this entire thing in first. And I know Dobber, my mate, he got bored. So he just ditched it at this point. Couldn't be bothered. But if you're after records, this is the way to go. I remember when Super GT did his first one, he was at 6.95. But we already know we've bust that. Here we go, 25% left. We're going downhill at this point. Here comes the hill. Here we go, up we go. We're less than 25% left. About half a lap to go. Second gear. See how we're just leaving the throttle to tick over. 17, 16. Gonna make it to the top of the hill. Gonna lift off. Gonna try and roll over the top. 15% at this point. So the question is, how far do you think we're gonna get? We're up to 6th gear. We're just under 15%. 46 mile an hour down here. Could have done that tighter, I think. Back up the hill. 14, 30. Oh, it's flying away. 12 mile an hour. Gonna try and just roll over the top. 10% of fuel. Here we go then. Gonna coast away. 9.8%. We'll see how far that gets us. Here's 6 miles. 6 miles are done. Apex that bend, straight across it, round that one. And here we go. 9.1% of fuel. Still doing 30 miles an hour. Slowly dropping off. 6.68. That's twice the gold. Down at first gear. Back up to second. We're just trying to get the throttle to catch. Down at first. Here we go then. 7.6% left. 7%. So if you've got this far, you double the amount for gold and where we're going to get to. You can see in the bottom left hand corner, that's 24 minutes. 1%. We're going to roll over the hill. There we go. We're out of fuel now. That's us done. We're just going to go as far as the roll will let us. 7.18. How's about that then? And it all sounds a little bit bizarre speeded up, but there we go. Thank you very much for watching, folks. Wouldn't mind a click of a like, a click of a subscribe, if you don't mind. Have a good day. See you on the next one. Take care, folks. Bye now.